Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Elden Ring. This time I'm going to show you the locations of all three Colosseums, which have been in the game since launch, but were basically just set pieces until today's 1.0 update, released on December 7th, 2022. If your game is not updated to at least 1.08, you will not be able to enter any of the Colosseums. In this video, I will also explain how each Colosseum works, as they are all a little bit different. First up is the Limgrave Colosseum, which is accessible right at the start of the game. You do need to defeat the NPC invader here before you're able to open the doors, so keep that in mind. The Limgrave Colosseum can be found near the War Master's shack in northwestern Limgrave. Simply ride north of the shack, following the dirt path, and you'll come across the building. Once inside, you'll see a statue of Marika, as well as be greeted by a pop-up explaining the Limgrave Colosseum's rules. In this arena, you'll be able to go up against other players either in a 1v1 or in a free-for-all of up to 5 other players. Flask usage is allowed, including your Flask of Wondrous Physic, but you only get 1 healing flask during the fight. Flasks are replenished upon death, which can be a useful strategy to rely upon in the fight. Combat ordeals last for 5 minutes, and the player with the most kills at the end of the fight is declared the winner. Next up is the Caelid Colosseum, which is technically accessible early on in the game, but it's a little tough to get to. If you've never gotten here before, you'll need to enter Schiefer River from the Mistwood in eastern Limgrave. You'll need to make it all the way to the other side of the area before finding an elevator that brings you back up to the surface. You will need 2 stone sword keys in order to activate the elevator, so don't come down here without them. Once back on the surface, you'll find yourself in the Caelid Wilds. Follow the path of exploding rock enemies, defeat the 2 archers, then go behind the big jar warrior to open up the doors to the Caelid Colosseum. You do not need to defeat the evil spirits outside, you can just walk right behind the pot and open the door. The Caelid Colosseum is unique in that it allows players to summon spirits to fight alongside them in battle. Additionally, duels of 3 minutes can be sanctioned here, but Crimson Flask usage is disabled for these fights. Finally, the Royal Colosseum can be found in Leyndell, capital city. Accessing Leyndell requires 2 Great Runes, so you can't get here until you've killed at least 2 demigod bosses. I always suggest Godric and Rennala, as they're the 2 you generally come across first in the game. Once in Leyndell, you want to start at the West Capital Rampart side of Grace and follow the path under the Erd Tree branches. Climb the hill until you reach the doors, and you'll have to defeat 2 duelists along the way. The Royal Colosseum rules are very strict. The only format permitted in the arena is 180-second duel with no flasking and no spirit summons. So this is the true PvP Colosseum here. The final piece of this PvP update is that an Effigy of Marika has been added to Roundtable Hold next to the fireplace, which allows you to start a Colosseum match in any arena with any rules right from the hold. You do need to visit each Colosseum first in order to choose it from the Effigy's menu, but since there are no new sites of grace added near the Colosseums, this makes it a lot easier to start your matches after you've found them all. Additionally, the venue-specific rules can be ignored when creating a match from the Effigy, so keep that in mind if you want to have a free-for-all with summons in the Royal Colosseum. And that's it. Hopefully we get a story DLC announcement at the Game Awards tomorrow, but it's nice to see these Colosseums finally open to players. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.